Well, they talk about the wet season in Bali. I've been over here a couple of years now, and I've got to say this is a pretty wet year, and they're telling me it's probably going to go on for a while. When it rains over here, it just buckets down, and the problem with all these coastal suburbs is that's the stormwater drain there, for what you can see, and it's full of chockers. So there's motorbikes and cars coming through here, getting just about underwater. But you never guess what they found sliding out of the stormwater drain. Damn, a bloody big python. It's been living in the backyards and running around the area here. It probably eating all the mice and the dogs and the cats, I don't know. So I thought I'd pop up here. Now look, for those who don't know, long before I was a YouTuber, I used to work with a group of people called the Snakes Live Reptile Displays and also the Australian Wildlife Education Centre. And we actually did a lot of reptile removals and relocations. We worked with the police and with wires to try to get deadly snakes out of people's backyards and teach people how not to die from snake bite. Well, look at these guys here. There's a bike about to come through. There's a car trying to plough its way through the thing, you had me a motorboat soon. And the kids are just having an absolute ball because suddenly they've got their own little swimming pool. We'll see how the bikes go. These ones aren't going. So look, this flooding has been going a lot in Kuta, Seminyak. I'm in Sanur at the moment. I'm actually outside my old mate's place, Al. He's rang me up and says, hey pal, you may want to come down and help rescue this python before it ends up on the dinner table. Look at him. Hello. So there's good to be had in the bad, but I tell you, you've got to be careful where you're riding through the thing because there's some pretty big holes there, and you fall down them. It's not going to be pretty. Hello.
What's your name? What's your name?
Musa.
Musa. Okay.
There you go, Papa. Okay. Look, when I get a little bit more of a controlled environment, I'm going to go and open the bag with the snake in it, have a look at him, make sure he's safe and he's sound. Hello, how you going? The kids want to know what channel they're going to be on next. So, thanks for saving that snake for me, Al. It could have ended up on the dinner table before too long.
It's in the bag.
But as they say, it's in the bag. Well done. Okay guys, well look, I'm going to keep you a little bit more informed about this wet weather. Generally when it rains in Bali in a wet season, and I can only generalise, but normally it'll rain overnight for an hour or two, or you'll get a good steady rain in the afternoon. You might get like a 8, 9, 10 o'clock rain in the morning. Nearly always stops after an hour, if at the most. This year there's a lot of rain here. Yesterday it was raining down here in Bali, in Denpasar, Sanur area, but it wasn't raining on the other side of the island where we were up Singaraja. So you can't pick it. A lot of moisture in the atmosphere. We had typhoons in Vietnam, so there's a lot of upper air moisture, and it just means that if it's up there, it's got to come down somewhere. And not only are we getting the rain, but you can see those storm water drains are just overflowing. So therefore any plastic, any rubbish, any coconuts, leaves and plants and branches off palm trees, it all goes out down down into the stormwater drains and ends up out in the ocean. And oh look, the boaties, I came back on a boat fishing 2 days ago, and they stopped every 10 minutes to clear the propeller of plastic bags and just grasses and this sort of stuff. It gets wrapped around a prop. So look, it's just a problem. It's a problem with the wet season. It's a problem living in this climate. But the good news is I saw today on the news that the president of Indonesia is now putting a bit of weight to bear so that they can start doing a coordinated cleanup campaign for the villages and for the waterways and for the oceans around Bali, specifically because of the international backlash that they're getting. A lot of people complaining obviously about the quality of their holidays. If you're staying in Bali or if you're coming over to Bali, don't panic, because generally you're going to have, most of the time it's still going to be nice and sunny, or it's like today, it's overcast, it's quite pleasant temperature. It's certainly warmer than than it is in a lot of places. And the beaches get cleaned up very, very quickly. Yesterday, Jimbaran was absolutely inundated with plants and trees and plastic and everything. By mid-afternoon, it was almost completely removed. They've got tractors getting up there now. Luckily, they've got some earth-moving equipment to get in there and try and help clean them up. And they're all doing the old emu pick. They're all going up there and picking all the plastic and getting rid of that as well. So it is being taken care of. It is finally being addressed. And with this really bad weather, it's just another reason for it to be a bit of a pain in the bum. But fingers crossed, if you're coming over, let me know. Look me up, because we have a couple of meet and greets. We get out to the seafood, to the beach at Jimbaran, and every Monday, and we do a nice meet up with our subscribers on Wednesdays as well in Seminyak. Other than that, hope you have a great trip. Hope you had a good time, good weather, and I'll see you when you get here. Cheers, guys. So I brought it back to show Jonathan and Fee, and I didn't want to let it out.
And also green.
And my mate on the phone. I didn't want to let it out. Don't go too far, Jonathan. I need you. So the laneway next to my place, it's a good place just to check it out and see what it is, see how it is, and make sure it's healthy, make sure it's not damaged, and work out what we're going to do from there. So here it is. I'll give the phone to the GoPro to Jonathan. You got to get closer, brother. I told you it's only a little one.
Ha ha ha.
Kepala bapak dia.
Astaga. Check that fella out, Viz.
Oh, Lord.
Wah, kon.
What a beauty.
What fucking hell was it, Tom?
Hell no.
Yeah, he's every bit of...
Enggak mau, deket gila. Ah.
He's had a good feed lately.
Wow.
There's a lot of snake in that.
Gue bapak dia.
You filming this, Johnny?
Yeah. Jangan dekat kamu.
Yeah, get close.
Get close. It's okay. Pop's already holding the tail.
I don't care he holding the tail.
It's the head he's worried about. His head, he's got a cat or an animal or something in him. You can see where his head's in lately.
Yeah.
Yang ini dulu ya.
So it's all good, no damage?
Enggak bisa.
No, he looks fine.
Gila suruh deket.
Wonderful.
Catch him.
Have to Red, make up a
Cheers.
snake bag.
Can I using the
That's what he wants.
just using the
Hey, Grease. Remote control, brother.
We're going back to the bag. Good boy.
Still back in? Well done.
yeah.
Yep. Stand on the dinner table.
So I'm going to sell that product, mate, for about $30. So we'll save you from that.